Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome to a special course on the research with the title What is Research? This is the lecture number third. In these lectures, we will have a discussions on selecting the topic, that is what you are researching. In this research, we will try and do our best to discuss that how you can select the topic. So I'm Dr. Pervez Ahmed. Let's proceed toward today's lectures. The topic of today's lecture is what you are researching for. In simple words, it would mean that how you can select a research topic. So, by selecting the research topic, normally the field of the research it lies between the biophysical to psychosocials. We have a variety of the fields. The fields, you know that it can start from biophysicals, in between we can have a lot of more fields. Depending upon the specific problems, depending upon the particular institutions, are actually what you are doing. So from biophysicals to psychosocials, there are plenty of fields where you can do the research, or where you normally want to find your research topic. So in between, if you are researchers and you're trying to find a research fields in between these boundaries, so normally you can have some of the problems, some of the topic, or some of the field that might be clinicals, it might be behavioral, it might be psychologicals, economic, and socials. These are the different field where you can find your research topic. So we may take some example of the field. How you can select a topic, a proper topic within these field. We have this is the range of the fields. We can have a topic in between these fields where we have clinical, behavioral, psychological, economic, and socials. So these are the different field. So now we will discuss some examples that how you can select a proper topic. Especially when you're giving these fields, or you have multiple students, and these students come to you and they're asking you about that how to select a field, and you know that they may not be from your field of choice. They may belong to different field, just like we are having here. So here we will deal with example that let's suppose you have a particular student, you have particular researchers, and he want to do the research in a particular field. So how you can identify a proper topic for that particular student, or how that students can find or identify a research topic for himself. So here we are having some examples. So let's start from the clinical. If we have a students or researchers and he want to do the research, or he want to select a topic of research and a field of clinical research. So in clinical, he can select a topic like to check the effect of a herb on the performance. He can select a particular herbs, and that he can utilize to check the performance. Human beings, or maybe in a particular animals, or whatever it can be. So this is some sort of the topic that he can select. If he want to do, if he or she want to do the research in a clinical field, so he can choose a topic like the effect of a herb on a performance. So similarly, if we have a researchers, and he want to do the research in a psychological field. He want to do the research in a field of psychology. So he can choose a topic in the psychological field. He can find a topic like factors factors affecting workplace satisfactions. He can select a topic like that, where he can find the satisfactions, he can deal with the factors that's been affecting the workplace satisfactions. So it's some sort of topic that he can select for himself. Behaviorals. If someone is there, and he's trying to study the behavioral problems So he can choose a topic like how can we reduce truancy at their schools. I mean, you know that normally in society we have plenty of problem due to behavioral changes. So normally, I mean, this is very common at a school, at a university level. There are students who are without any specific reasons they are being remain absent from the school or from the university. Sometimes they're being I mean, they're not being satisfied from the behavior of their teachers or their supervisors. I mean, here you can do or you can study these problems. That is, you can analyze the truancy, at the school or at the truancy at the university or truancy at a particular or college. So it can be a good research topic that you can study and behavioral I mean it lies in the behavioral problems. I mean, behavioral problems. You know that in normal days, there's plenty of things that's that change the behaviors, or just because of the behaviors. You know that the plenty of people that live their field, that leave their study unfinished, just because of that they're not finding suitable persons to guide them or to make them able to reach their destinations. So it's a very good field. And that is the way that you can find a topic relevant to this field. That is, you can give or you can select a topic that how. Can we reduce the truancy at these schools? Might be, if not schools, you can type as a study center at a university, or maybe at some sort of working place like it's like a club, or maybe like a bank, or anywhere where there's behavioral problems. And if you're a person who is trying to get expertise in economic, so how one can select the topic relevant to economic. So the topic is most relevant for the field in economic, that is characterize the productivity of new immigrants. You may select a topic like that. For example, you have new immigrants, and you want their productivity. You don't know about the productivity, or you can have up and down in your business. So just because of the new immigrants, you want to know that fares they are good for your business or they're bad for your business. So you can choose a research topic. You have a researcher, and their researchers come to you. They want to do the research in a field of economic. So you can gather in the topic like characterize the productivity of the new immigrants. Um, Similarly, you have persons, and he comes to you, and he's seeking some guidance and a social study. In a social study, he want to do the research. So how or what kind of the topic he can, he can select for himself or herself. The topic in the field of social study, it can be like develop risk management procedure at a jam. You know that their working place. There being you know that what is a jam for. In this place of jam, you can select something else, or some more places, workplaces. So there's you know that that you have to study social factors, and the rest management procedure. You know that why gem, you know that in gem the people they are working, they are doing plenty of exercises to get a better health. So sometimes you know that there's plenty of social factor that that can be managed there at a gym. So develop stress management procedure at gym can be one of the best topic, especially the researchers can do the research on. And do you remember, these are just a typical problem. This is some sort of journal discussions. We're taking these fields just for the sake of the arguments. The basic question was how one can select a topic a proper topic in a particular field. So finding a good question or problem to address can be hard. I mean, sometimes this is not an easy task. It's a very difficult task to do on, because sometimes you select a topic, you want to do the research, and you spend a lot of time in that, and at the end you come to know that there are plenty of people who have already done the work on this topic. So then you want to switch, and you know that it's very difficult then to switch. I mean, you already spent a lot of time on that, and then switching at that particular instant, I mean, it's just very hard for you. I mean, you have already consumed a lot of time, a lot of money, and you know that time by itself is money. So this is why it's very hard. It's very difficult at this time. So what actually you need to do, uh, in order to avoid this particular, this particular problems, I mean, in order to, properly utilize your time, your money, and everything, your resources, so you should have to select a good supervisor. I mean, it's the good supervisor. He can select you a good topic. If you are unable to find a good supervisor, so you better talk with some of your colleagues. Maybe there might be around you some very good fellow who can have plenty of research experience, so you can talk with them. They might be helpful for you to find out a good research field, or they might guide you just because of their practical experience, or just because of their knowledge. You might be able to find a good research topic, and it might help you to effectively utilize your resources, to effectively utilize your abilities to do the research in a proper field. So what actually you can do, for finding the topic, we mentioned that you need a good supervisor, some of your good friends who have a key knowledge of your field, or who have plenty of experience in your field, to give you or to help you finding a good research topic. Along with that, if you don't have a good supervisor, or colleagues, or some of your friends, so in that case, you better to study some good research articles. With that, you can also you can also select a good research topic. So you can do a lot of study for that. You should study plenty of papers for some of the good journals and your fields. You should get it's all your journalized. You should journalize the data. There might be something which will be of particular interest to you. So it better you take that, you talk with your supervisor, you talk with your friend. So at the time, at the end, it's possible that you might get a good topic where you can do your research with all of your available resources. That is a sample. It's a sample lecture. That is, so we are focusing on how to select a topic. Selecting a topic is a key of doing research in any particular field. So you should be cautious. You should do plenty of work, and you should have consultation with your friend, supervisor, and some of there's some of the expert in the field. So that's all we have for this lecture. Hope you enjoy. See you next lectures with further details about the research. Till then, bye bye.